moving on, we have one more industry presentation, post which we'll be starting with the panel discussion. So requesting all of you to please gear up yourselves. So I would now request Mr. Raj Vangapandu, President, German Varsity, to please join us on the stage for the next industry presentation. Can we welcome him with a huge round of applause, please?
Great, thank you. So, firstly, thank you, Tanya ji and Jeet, for having me here, and also being an international partner to this conference. And yes, I should admit this is my actually first education conclave in India. Okay, we conducted several delegations and missions to Germany. Okay, I'm here to represent Germany and also representing some different skill councils from the national government of India. And next, I think I've given 20 minutes. So maybe in 15 minutes, I try to share what actually we are doing in this German-Indian ecosystem, and also maybe try to address the challenges of my different points with our practices. I don't want to actually lecture the different conceptual studies, what we write on the papers, but actually I can showcase actually what we are doing, actually what we can do together also. And I can relate with my all three different hats here as aerospace engineer from the QS 19th ranked university from Germany. I also worked in our Sierra Kota and also German Aerospace Center. And also I'm happy Chandrayaan 3 success because I was there in the small work of Launchpad in 2009. And immediately after my studies, I became an entrepreneur. So I can relate to professors and researchers here. I can relate to the chancellors and maybe owners and edtech people here. And also I can relate the bureaucrats here as I was part of this national skill ecosystem and 6 different sector skill councils. As I was there as a subject matter expert and also representing them in Europe, specifically in Germany. So initially we started creating this ecosystem between India and Germany as an Indo-Euro synchronization, and we created several skill clusters. Further, actually, we actually representing from Germany as a German Varsity for Advanced Studies. And very clearly, German Varsity for Advanced Studies is not an university. German Varsity for Advanced Studies is cluster of universities from Germany and also associated with a cluster of universities in India. So we are not exactly a tech because we are exactly doing what universities are doing, being an industry partner to them. And since 2014, we try to impact, we try to actually create a lot of knowledge transfer from Germany to India. And initially, we only partnered with the state governments and state skill missions. Through that, actually, we used to provide the skill-based courses to the higher education colleges and universities. So yeah, since last few years, we are there in different hats and actually, we given a value additions in a multiple way. And currently, we are happy that 5+ state governments and 100+ colleges and universities. And also, I saw the Galgotias and also in pictures earlier, I saw the Chitkara and the Symbiosis and whatnot. And also, Andhra government and Telangana government. And with everybody, we try to work it. And being an aerospace engineer, actually, the topic what we have chosen is Industry 4.0 in 2014. As Germany started this word of Industry 4.0 from 2012. And I'm very happy in 2015, where India partnered Germany as an industry partner to Hanover Messe, where our Prime Minister was there. We're also one among the 40 CEOs, including along with Mercedes and Porsche. Then since then, we actually try to create the impact in Indian higher education system through knowledge transfer in a virtual labs, further joint certification, credit-based learning, and further we are now in such a state, we are actually creating with the German public universities and Indian public universities. I'm not touching the IITs and NITs and RECs, no RECs nowadays. So IIITs, we also partnered with them, more like into the research, but actually building the cascade system for the skills, we actually more focusing on them, state universities and private universities and different engineering colleges. So yeah, what we generally do, again, we are not actually only a recruiter or not a consultancy or agency, actually, because this is, I really want to mention, German Varsity is to be a part of the academic board of Indian University and also German universities to create the programs to define what industry is needed. So we closely work with governments and also the university academic boards and the research boards, and also we create the programs to the Indian missions and the German missions, and further the beneficiaries are universities, industries, and also the students. And just one question, like how many of you ready to actually achieve the international excellence in your organization? Of course, everybody, somebody is just shy and somebody, why I need to raise a hand. As actually I'm sitting in Germany last 14 years, of course, many of you already has a extensive experience with the international missions and international practices. And also in the earlier, we heard that Germany has a strong built vocational industrial practices into education, which is 57%. So I'm very happy, as Japan and Germany was mentioned since morning, I'm here to represent Germany. I'm very happy to represent that. But at the same time, one thing I really want to mention, we are actually facing deficiency of 16% students actually taking the technical education. So everybody is saying there is a top-notch country, top-notch technology and all. There is no students are actually going to take that. And this year, even actually, we are actually having a deficiency of 4,000 engineers. But at the same time, we are, or maybe as a companies, I am representing the partnering companies here, including Porsche and Mercedes here. We are not ready to invite everybody and anybody. This is where I am actually representing another face of me as an Indian, as actually we are having the largest young population, and definitely we will be liable, or we are the responsible if we are actually not training our youth in a proper skills at international platform. This is where actually, we are working since last decade, nearly a decade. And in the different practices, what are the actually, all practices what university or college do, like, the semester exchange and internship, summer schools, and virtual courses, master's courses. Why I mentioned is a paid one is because 90% of German education is actually also funded by the federal governments of the states. We're also actually, extending our hands to invite quality students to that as a exclusive representative of the university. And also we created completely industry-funded master programs. Even actually, we are ready today, if we're actually having the exact skill set, to extend actually the masters plus job together in Germany. Immediately, we'll be taking interviews from tomorrow. And how we able to create it? This is not actually like a single day work. The several industries actually who are bleeding for skilled workers, we try to integrate actually what we would like to do, and actually we try to convince them, our Indian students, and actually India is the destination for entire world, and actually, they will be getting the entire skill set or whatever the skill set or domain skill set from Indian subcontinent. And we are happy. We are actually on and off. Actually, we are working with several organizations, including LinkedIn, one of our French university for our course. Actually, we are actually tied up with giving a LinkedIn certification. So in that way, actually, we are not actually representing a technology company. We are representing a creative impact of higher education from the ground level, because we have a very strong format of higher education, but are we really implementing that fundamentals are strong, what industry is required in the first step? So, as German perspective, we really want to integrate our ideology into the education system, including the ministries, and we conducted several delegations, including the Chief Minister. I presented at United Nations, World Economic Forum, at Davos, inviting even Telugu Chief Ministers and different Chief Ministers from the different states. We strongly impact. The governments are very much interested to invest on investment promotion. They're interested actually bringing the industries here. They'll be having a huge teams in the government, actually like 30, 40 teams, 30, 40 member team. Actually, they would like to invite companies here. But the fundamental thing is how the skill and requirement of the manpower we are integrating to those companies who are coming here. So this is actually one better intake, actually what we need to also think about, where actually our universities and colleges also need to have a look. And also, we are, as mentioned, working with the several organizations, including the Research Foundation of Germany, Rector's Consulate, and further different universities. And there are some of our colleagues who are actually professors in the state universities who are creating the content and actually supporting to build this kind of a cascade system between India and Germany. And further, we would like to impact Indo-German ecosystem in two different ways. Because actually we strongly believe in 3A process: aware, active, achieve. First, let's have an awareness what are the different practices we can implement. We really no need to build completely new methodology of education or new methodology of a program or completely different programs in our current education. Let's actually take what the methodologies we are already having it. What is the flexibility we are already having in the higher education? So these where actually we are discussing in our academic alliance missions, where we invite the academic leaders. So before actually we invite a student to participate in any of our activity, we invite education minister or skill minister or IAS officers or the rectors and directors or pro-vice chancellors or vice chancellors of different universities to understand actually what we can build between the Germany and India. So these are the short-term activities. I don't want to actually just mention the different activities because all these activities you guys already know very well. So, but with the same practices, we're actually implementing the different programs where the student can integrate to this Indo-German ecosystem. And this is actually one of the model I want to showcase. Actually, we are having this honors mechanism, like a honors and minors courses, actually. So we are also utilizing this opportunity of 20 additional credits in our education, where we can actually indulge into our German excellence in the 20 credits. And we are trying to actually take this as the qualification activities where the industries actually can adopt or can start interviews even immediately after the BTech. So there are a few courses initially where we are actually focusing. Of course, initially we are limited ourselves to Industry 4.0, robotics and manufacturing segments, and also now into AI, data science, and also AI data science into core engineering companies. We're also focusing these kind of things. So we are clearly defined as actually in parallel to our education, and actually we mapped it. So this one just glimpse can give how the education universities can practice into their core structure. And also, as I mentioned, the different summer school, because this is a one summer school we are very, very happy, because even though we don't run this as actually profitable model between Germany and India, but I invited 1,000+ students to the summer school. Student will be actually spending, so thank you ma'am, thank you for applause. Students are spending 3 to 4 days in industry, and 3 to 4 days in German university, and 3 to 4 days in different German cities. And before they are coming, actually we used to have 3 to 4 days in IIT Delhi or some other research center in India. Because our ideology is, before you are coming to foreign national, you please understand what we are having with us already. So this kind of the blended awareness already given some kind of a good alumni to us, and where they are actually different, even actually they went to higher education to Cambridge, even Harvard we have alumni. And so even actually Mercedes, Porsche, Audi, in several places we are having our alumni. And there are some of the state universities we are working very closely. And yeah, this is my last slide. And how we are working and what the value addition is, why even the cutthroat state universities in Germany, why they are encouraging in this kind of associations is the quality equivalence. And language courses wherever it is required. And also the funding facilitation with the governments and research bodies, these are actually what we are doing. And before I just conclude, again I would like to thank Ms. Tanya and Jeet for actually inviting me and having me. First I would like to applaud their efforts for actually bringing all this crowd together. Maybe a little more, I think, for their efforts. also consider that for my end of presentation. Thank you once again. Have a nice day, gentlemen and nice ladies. I'm sorry, I'm taking more time.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, we'll now be felicitating sir for the wonderful presentation. Can we give both of them a big round of applause, please?